Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Will and Sean show. And well, happy birthday, Will.
Thank
Will went on
you.
vacation
I
and
did.
stuff.
You see, I'm darker.
Yeah.
I'm actually darker.
You got a little
Oh, look, so
tan.
funny. I came back. I was like, I got a tan.
I got a
I'm like,
tan.
because I'm dark skinned anyway. But
That's
I'm
funny.
like golden dark.
Right. How was it?
It was amazing. It
That's
was amazing. I
amazing. You
had a
feel
really good
refreshed.
time. I feel so refreshed.
Good.
It put a battery in my pack to take more and don't take as long. Not necessarily take as long to go on vacation.
Right.
That's what I mean.
Right. We're not waiting a whole year.
No.
Yeah. That's great. So I was on TikTok and somebody was talking about great pop albums, and they named Katy Perry as one of the best pop albums of all time.
Mhm.
Teenage Dream. They compared it to Thriller. I think it went a little far.
I know
That
they
one.
lying.
But I agree that's a really good pop album.
Yes, I do believe that it's a really good pop album, but I want people to stop comparing them to Michael Jackson. Anything, period.
Yeah.
Hard stop. That's
Comparing artists in general is just not.
Yes,
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be Michael Jackson. There will never be another Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson came up at a time that's totally different from the artist now. So we're gonna leave it at that. Michael Jackson he had fame and acclaim where we didn't have none of the stuff that we have out now.
Right. It was just a different era.
It was a totally different era that he paved the way for.
Right.
And there will never be another. Yes, Beyonce is great. Yes, Beyonce is one of the greatest performers that's alive right now, far as concerts.
Absolutely.
But Beyonce is not Michael Jackson.
Right.
She actually ain't even a successor.
Yeah, that can be argued. I don't know. I don't even get in.
Michael Jackson doesn't have a successor.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I just feel like everybody got their own lane.
They do.
Everybody's doing their own thing.
Again, that's what I want people to do.
Yeah.
Let Beyonce be Beyonce. She's not Michael. She ain't Janet. She ain't Tina Turner.
Right. Everyone's their own.
She is a
artist.
combination of all of them.
Right.
If she stands on the shoulders of Michael, Janet, Tina, Diana Ross.
Right. So yeah, everyone's actually a combination of the people who came before them.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I was that, and then it started making me think about that era, the Katy Perry album, about how that like mid 2000s going into the 2010s era, I would say maybe from like 05 to 15 was like a really good pop music era. And that was back when music was able to reach all of us. Now it's very hard to it's almost kind of hard to discover new music and figure out what's going on the global stage. We can always figure out what's going on in our algorithm, but the algorithms are so strong now that it won't let you have to like intentionally put in search for some new shit. But
that is true.
It won't let you really find
that is true.
new music
because they will push something out and in the algorithm very quickly.
Right. And before you know it, like everything that has to do with that topic is like all in your algorithm.
That is true.
Yeah, and it's just it's a good thing and a bad thing. At first, I was like, I love the fact that this is tailored to me, but then it was like, okay, well, I'm tired of seeing the same thing. Like as soon as I like one thing, now I have to see it 1,000 times.
Facts.
Like I get trapped.
Facts. You do get trapped in the algorithm, but that's a good thing about the algorithm. Sometimes you can't create what you want to see,
right?
Because sometimes with all the stuff that's going on in the world, for me, I just want things that bring me joy. So I try to create my algorithm with stuff that I enjoy.
Right. But that's also why I have multiple accounts too. When I just can't get my account right, I'll just go to another account.
Right.
Like for whatever reason, y'all think I'm still interested in this. I've hit not interested 3 times. So
right.
Let me just leave. But yeah, the Katy Perry era was amazing.
So who were some of your favorite pop girls growing up?
Growing up is like a long time for me, y'all. I can tell my age, but way back in the day.
They're going to know based on these artists you choose.
Right. I would say probably Britney. Britney
was that girl.
Britney
is that girl. Britney Jean Spears is the girl.
Probably Madonna too.
Madonna's the girl.
Yeah. I would say I came up in a Madonna-ish era.
Janet
is Janet pop though?
Yes.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I think she is, but she's R&B too.
She is. She is.
Yeah.
She's not strictly pop. Michael Jackson did R&B records. He's king of pop.
I mean, well, should we just throw everybody in there?
No, because everybody wasn't pop.
Okay. So is Mariah not pop?
Mariah's pop.
Okay. Is Beyonce not pop?
Beyonce does pop music, yes.
Okay. So, interesting. Because I like all of them.
Christina Aguilera.
I do like Christina. I do. Yeah, she's a good
Jessica
one. Too.
Simpson.
Jessica Simpson got some good songs though.
She does.
She does. That was a good little moment.
We ain't gonna act like Jessica that had no hits.
I liked her first song.
What was that?
I Want to Love You Forever.
I like With You.
Oh, yeah, I like that song too.
That's my favorite one.
That's a good one.
That's a song I can white girl dance off of.
It's very white girl. Yeah, that's very white girl. But I miss pop music. I know pop music still exists, and we have a ton of pop artists.
Right.
But I don't know. It was just something about that era back in like the early 2000s and 90s where it was just more accessible, I guess. I don't know. Pop don't be in my face like that. Am I not paying attention to music or something?
The genres were well defined, and you knew what they were, and you knew what that artist was.
Right.
Like now, it's such an amalgamation and a blend of everything that you don't know. That's why R&B is practically gone.
Yeah. Someone was saying that R&B is in its flop era. I hate when kids.
Wow.
That's what the kids were saying. Okay.
R&B. Yeah, R&B doesn't exist the way that R&B should exist.
Okay.
R&B got taken over with an amalgamation and a combination of hip hop, and that's why all these, especially for male singers, they're all basically rapper singers.
Right.
So that's what kind of killed that, because we don't have any male singers at all.
But we have like Giveon and Lucky Day.
Yeah, but they're not big as like the male artists used to be.
We got Chris Brown.
Yeah, Chris Brown. Chris Brown is kind of like hip hop though.
You think so?
Yes.
You think Chris Brown hip hop?
Yes, Chris Brown does not have a traditional R&B sound. He came out in a traditional R&B sound, but he doesn't have a traditional R&B sound anymore.
That's interesting.
We talking about R&B like singers.
I don't. Well, first of all, the genre's not big.
Usher was R&B. R. Kelly R&B.
And I think during their prime, the genre was a lot bigger.
That's what I'm saying. That's why R&B was R&B. They wasn't doing a whole bunch of like hip hop hits. Like they want to all sound like trap songs.
But we still have R&B artists, but the genre is just not mainstream right now. It's
not. Yeah, it's unfortunately no.
Yeah, so
because even pop is kind of like mixed with a whole bunch of stuff.
What is the main genre nowadays? Is it country?
It's nothing, to be honest.
It's people. It's Taylor Swift.
It still will always be pop music because pop music is popular music.
Right.
So it will always be that, but they're not defined anymore. Like we knew we had rock and soft rock and glam rock, and
there's a lot of genres.
Hip hop, and we had hip hop, and then we had rap.
Right.
Then we had R&B. We had soul. Then we had neo soul. Then we had, like I said, we had pop, bubblegum pop. Right. With the young. When Britney and them first came out.
Oh, it's K-pop.
Now K-pop.
K-pop is huge.
K-pop is nothing but what the black folks been doing, what we grew up with. Yeah. They the only ones, if you notice, the K-pop artists now are topping the charts, and they're nothing but groups. Remember we had groups that were hit.
Yeah, groups were, that was
like groups were a big thing when we grew up. R&B and pop groups were big when we grew up.
Right. Music is so different now.
It's so different, but they doing it over in Korea and K-pop and J-pop now. They're able to do it. They got all the male groups and female groups, but we don't have any male groups or female groups anymore in America, in American music.
I feel like I had one in my head. It's a group called Flow. Have you ever heard of Flow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got that In My Bag song.
Yeah, that's one. I'm sure there are other ones too. They're just not as popular.
They're not as popular. But think about we can literally run down probably a good 5 off the top of our head right now of groups
from back in the day.
That's what I'm saying. From back in the day.
Right.
Like we don't have that anymore. Even like you said, female groups. Even Beyonce came from a group.
You know what? I don't think the generation behind us care about music like we did. I think it's like it's cool. You're like, I listen to it. Yeah, okay.
And let me tell you the reason why I agree with you. A friend of mine sent me a YouTube video of this channel where they're listening to music for the first time, artists for the first time, and they were listening to. They had watched the Tony Braxton "Unbreak My Heart" video.
Mm-hmm.
They said they had never known who Tony Braxton was,
Mm.
never heard of her. I almost fainted.
I mean, but
Let me tell you the reason why. I was like, y'all parents failed you.
Not y'all parents failed you.
Because when we grew up, even though we had our music, we
Mm-hmm.
also knew our parents' music. We also knew Anita Baker, Shaka Khan, Aretha, Patti LaBelle, Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye, The Temptations, The Supremes. We knew all these people, right? Smokey Robinson. So we knew, even though that wasn't our time, we still grew up listening to their music. I was like, is it because these kids they don't make their kids clean up no more?
Would you say it's because it seems like the generation that comes next, they're not going to remember everybody. So they may know a Michael Jackson, a Whitney Houston, or this, or that.
Yeah.
But Tony Braxton just may be one of those artists who's not as big.
They had one with Whitney Houston as well.
Oh, can't take up for y'all this time, y'all. Sorry.
And I was like, they was like, oh, I thought Whitney was big.
That's hilarious.
I was like, what?
How old were they?
Never seen them. They were very young. They was very like 2019.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I was like, y'all parents failed you. Because again, I was like, maybe hold on, maybe because when we grew up, like I said, we had house cleaning music. So you knew, like on Saturdays, your parents would probably play music while you cleaned up the house. Or we had like a lot of family get-togethers, or I always call them brown liquor parties,
right?
Where the kids gonna be around, but you heard all the grown people's music going on,
right?
So I don't know, maybe again, nobody riding cars anymore with their parents, like.
Yeah, they all just listen to their own music.
Yeah, literally.
They got their little iPods.
Yeah, they got iPods, so they're not hearing the music that's being played from like the radio, like we listen to the radio. And I know times is different. I know we'll never go back, but even still, I still stream all kind of music, even from playing from my music from Apple Music.
I also feel like what I was about to say. I feel like we don't remember everybody. I didn't find out a lot of about a lot of artists or hear their music until I was older. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it just takes a little bit more, research
but it's different if you like
the artists.
Oh, I had never heard of Cut Close.
I like Cut Close.
Okay, I can see how they never heard of Cut Close or Jody Watley or
more niche artists.
Yeah.
Yes. More niche artists.
Brownstone, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But for y'all not to know who,
but just because
Tony
it's big
Braxton,
to you,
Whitney Houston.
That's true.
The Voice, Whitney Houston.
Just because it's big to
one
you,
of the biggest female pop stars.
Them.
You're right. No, I know, I get that, but I was flabbergasted.
Yes,
y'all had literally almost had to pick me off the floor. Because I was like, ain't no way in the hell y'all don't know who Whitney Houston and Tony Braxton are.
You know, they may not know.
Janet Jackson.
But when Whitney died, they were like,
true.
They were very.
But again, I'm saying I know even Michael. However, people still know who Michael Jackson is. That's one legacy that keep on going. Right. You be seeing little videos of little bitty kids dancing to Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson's a level of stardom that
nobody.
Yeah,
like,
so that's
wow. That's a one of them. That's a one of the.
And his music is still real popular and be like all over.
Right, but again, I'm blaming the parents.
Y'all have failed.
Y'all failed your children. Y'all didn't. Again, we were introduced to our parents' music by what they listened.
But they didn't do it on purpose. I know for
me. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what I'm saying.
It's like you kind of heard.
It was nothing like we was forced to listen. Just what was just playing in the house that we heard this. So you can tell me, like y'all parents ain't playing. At least Keisha Cole. Like, come on now.
You gotta realize kids who are 20, Beyonce's old to them.
Yeah, because Beyonce is the Michael Jackson.
She came out when they was born.
Right. Again, I know. Again,
old school to them.
Right. But again,
Whitney Houston? Who's that?
I'm sure.
Luther Vandross.
Right. Just speaking of Beyonce, right? Me and Beyonce are the same age, a couple days apart actually. And Beyonce has children. I'm sure Blue is not listening to older people's music, but if Beyonce is actually playing like music in the house, she's hearing what Beyonce is playing. If Beyonce is playing like, just say if Beyonce playing like Patti LaBelle, Mariah Carey, Tony, Janet, Michael, whoever, she's hearing that. You know what I'm saying? So you will kind of recognize when you hear somebody, Sade,
I feel
Jill
like
Scott.
My niece would know who Whitney Houston is.
Them boys, I was like,
my 16-year-old.
I was like, okay, are y'all doing this for clickbait? Yeah. And how y'all, they was acting like, oh my God, I've never seen her, or I never knew who that was. You know what? The next time I talk to my nieces, I'm going to ask them the
Yeah.
same thing. Do they know who these people
I'm gonna
are?
ask my nephews too.
Because if not, me and their daddy will be having a
And you have to
talk.
also realize there's so many more artists now. It's a lot more artists.
That's true. I mean, to be honest, because I don't know half of their artists.
Right, exactly. And it's like they can't pay attention to everybody, you know.
No,
They
I
just know
don't
the big
want.
names.
And again, I don't know. But these are they were not like somebody in that was like kind of like B or C class.
So there's no one who you found out about later.
No, because I maybe because I grew up in a very musically inclined house.
I found out about Nina Simone later. That's one person who I know off top. I didn't know.
But no shade to Nina Simone.
But you wouldn't put her at the same level of
no,
I guess fame or stardom.
Because I can't only name about I'm honestly probably one Nina Simone song, and I'm sure Nina Simone is great and she's prolific.
Absolutely. Yeah.
However, Nina Simone didn't have a lot of hits.
Right.
And Nina Simone he's played in my house. If I heard her song, but much as like again, like the people who were like the big stars, like Prince and Michael and like I said, Diana Ross and Luther Vandross and Marvin Gaye, James Brown, Teddy Pendergrass, Sade, Chaka Khan, Anita Baker. Then when I got to a certain age, Mary J. Blige, Faith.
I mean, well,
all these
that's our era now. We can't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you not?
I said the kids not into music like that. They don't care about
even like Martha and the Vandellas and all those people.
They don't have videos being shown to them all the time.
So that's the thing too.
I think the millennial generation grew up with videos.
Yeah,
we woke up.
We had the
morning
visuals. We
to
literally
videos all the time.
We had a lot of music things. We had Soul Train. You know, so like I said, we had MTV, BET. They played videos, which is true
all the time.
And we had
MTV Jam.
We listened to it on the radio.
Right.
So, oh my God. So I guess we had it better.
Yeah. Our connection with music is a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little stronger, I think.
They get it from TikTok songs now.
Yeah. Like music is just, it's cool. It's fun.
I get it. But your parents still
They don't take it as seriously as we take it. Like we are music.
Because if I had a child, trust me, my child was going to hear all the music I ever listened to. Even if they liked it or not, they're going to hear it. And they probably have an appreciation for it later on in life, like I did with all these artists. Right. However, you're going to hear it.
Right. I mean,
you're going to necessarily like it, but you're definitely going to hear it. This is what you grew up to. At least you can say, I grew up to that music.
Right. Now, I have talked to some younger people who grew up listening to some of the things their parents listened to. Because sometimes at work, I'll bump into a young person and they'll be singing a song and I'll be saying, like, what you know about that song? Right. They'll be like, oh, I used to listen to this growing up.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
That still exists.
Right. Yeah. But when these kids, and I was like, are y'all just doing this for clickbait for this video? I was so shocked. I'll tell y'all, I was floored.
It's a girl. She's probably 25 at this point. Probably 25. She used to always sing Ashanti at work. And, Ashanti is like my era. So I grew up listening to Ashanti. So I'm like, how you know Ashanti? And she was like, oh, my mom used to always play Ashanti.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But that just made me feel, I was like, damn.
Right. but again, that's what I'm saying. At least these, okay, if y'all didn't know, of course, y'all know like Patti LaBelle's, Shaka, okay, I can see that. But you should at least know like Mary, Toni Braxton, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston.
A lot of people don't know Mariah Carey too.
Hold on. I was about to go down the line. Even down to like Ashanti and like Keisha Cole. Because those people that can, and A-Marie, for instance, like, because those people don't like, that's like I said, those people that we grew up. So us having kids, we're going to reminisce on the music that we like.
Right.
Especially like say you're a couple of years younger than I am. So like you said, think like Ashanti. Ashanti was really, really big. So
I remember that.
And that's the music that you grew up with. So you like, of course, we all like nostalgia.
Every girl was singing Ashanti.
Exactly. So so your kids should have heard Ashanti.
Right. But I still feel like the kids are much more distracted from me. Like the boys got gaming. Like, let me tell you something. Gaming is a thing.
Yeah.
Streaming is a thing.
Yeah.
The kids like to stream. So, and they have TikTok. They have social media. We didn't have social media.
They have way more distractions.
So music was like one of our only things.
That was our only.
Now they have a plethora of escapes.
That's true. Yeah. We need to do a podcast about that.
Yeah. We just did.
Escapism. No, like in depth.
We need to go in depth on escapism. So yeah. Times are different.
Yeah, it is. And I really realized that.
Music is not the human's first love anymore. That used
I
to be
see.
our favorite thing. Not
Yeah.
humans don't care about
I'm
music
telling you, I was
anymore.
flabbergasted. Like I was really taken aback, and I was like, "Wow, I'm really an old head." And wow, things have really changed.
Mhm. I bet there are some Gen Zs or younger people talking about how y'all know millennials love music. Like they get real serious about
Right.
their music. Like,
But it's so funny. You know, when you do, like you said, when you do come across younger people who like
Mhm.
music, because this is one guy I follow on TikTok. He's a real music head. He's young. He's like in
Mhm.
his early 20s.
The
And
ones who love music and
yeah,
young, they know
and I
about the
think
older
that's
stuff.
what it is.
Yeah,
I
they
think you
do.
have to truly love music. If you are like a lover of
Mhm.
music, then when you're younger, you're going to go and research and find out all about these
Right.
people.
Now they do have their people they like. Like my nephews, they like Lil Baby. So, they like their little artists. They're big artists, not to, diminish.
Right.
Yeah, but they do have their favorites,
Right.
like
I mean, and we
the
had, of
NBA
course, like you
young
said,
boys, and
we also had people of our era, so we
yeah,
get it. The young babies now, and NBA young boy, and NLE Chopper, and all these people
you
are
know,
of their era. So it's a
Lotto and
lot of,
stuff.
and and Ice Spice
You
and all these
know,
girls.
they're-
So they of their era. So I
they got their
understand.
people. So yeah, they don't hate music, but
Right.
they definitely don't have the same relationship that we had growing up, and
Right.
that's okay. Yeah, that's okay.
That is true.
Yeah, but yeah. This is where we landed. We started off talking about Katy Perry's Teenage Dream, which is one of the best pop albums
Since what?
ever. That's a good pop album, okay?
It is. However, it ain't on Thriller level.
I don't know why they said that,
I
but
don't know why they said that either.
that is a good pop album. Because it's good, regular, authentic pop, just good American pop.
Right.
But yeah. But other than that, that was our music show, y'all. Yeah. Have
Let us
anything
know.
else you want to say?
No, that's it.
Okay. Cool.
Let us know what kind of music you guys listen to. Are you don't give up, don't take away the recipes. Give your kids the recipes.
We losing
Play
recipes,
the
y'all.
music at home. We are losing recipes.
That's
Play the music in
hilarious.
the house.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all kids out here talking about they ain't never heard of Tony Braxton
Yeah,
or Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston
that's
and
funny.
Mariah Carey and Mary J. Blige
All of them, okay.
and Usher?
Boys to Men too?
Who?
Nah,
Exactly.
don't do Boys to
No,
Men.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
do that.
Boys to Men, New Edition, Drew Hill,
Y'all millennials.
Jagged Edge, 112. We had groups.
Y'all
Come
millennials
on,
love
y'all.
music so much.
We do.
Good. But anyway.
Making the band. Danny D. Kane.
That's hilarious.
Day 26.
The
Come
people
on.
yeah. Times are different.
It is.
But anyway.
Bye, y'all.
This gonna segue into another episode, another topic I had about how influencers are the new celebrities.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and music artists aren't the celebrities anymore; it's influencers.
That's true.
But anyway, bye, y'all.
Bye.